Hey guys, what's going on? Culprit here, and I'm bringing you my next commentary in my Reboot Camp series. Wanted to touch on something that's been kind of affecting me lately. I've been in a bit of a slump, and that's confidence. It affects my game a lot. Like I said, last week when last video when I commented, I told you that, I really felt like my game was coming around. I'm starting to dictate the game rather than react to it, able to move on people. I was really excited because I felt like it was really starting to reach the level of my console game. I was excited because I felt like I'd be able to give you some really good gameplays, some fun, fast, interesting gameplays, and I got on like the next day, the day after, and it was the complete opposite. My gun wouldn't stick, it wasn't snapping to people. Every move I made was wrong. I couldn't tell you how many times I felt like I got shot in the back. Because my aim was off, I tried to slow my game down, go back to the fundamentals, and I just felt like I was either, getting knifed in the back because I wasn't moving quick enough, or the spawns would flip, and next thing you know, I was surrounded by guys because I wasn't moving quick enough, and so I was just getting really frustrated. Even went so far as just say screw it, threw on a recon class, shotgun, just went around, tried to have some fun, trying to wipe the slate, so to speak, whereas I could then go back to my tryhard class and see if I could do well. Nothing really seems to be working. Even so much, it's even on console now. We had our Friday night game night with the guys that we do every Friday. We play on Xbox, we play together. I was on there, and it was terrible. I couldn't do anything. Now, I always expect a little rust jumping back on the console because it hasn't been my main platform lately. And it did turn out I was having some technical difficulties. I was having problems with my connection. I got dropped out of like 5 straight lobbies, and my whole Xbox froze up. Finally, I said screw it and called it a night. Moved over onto PC, and I was getting kicked out of lobbies there too. Something was screwed with my connection. We were having a little bit of a windstorm. That's probably was helping into my my aim problems and gun problems because it was always where I was shooting a clip into a guy, he'd shrug it off and just kill me in 2 bullets. Chances are that was hit detection. My bullets weren't getting to the server or whatnot because of packet loss. Definitely didn't help my confidence though. Yeah, I started seeing Boogeyman. I'm running around a corner. I'm expecting to see a whole squad of guys just waiting down sights on me. Whereas normally I'm about to run a corner. I'm thinking there's 2 guys. I'm in my head. I'm already like, all right, I got the first guy. He's dead. How do I get the second guy? It's a confidence thing. You're not reacting. You are aggressive. You're pushing. Always pushing. Always keep the pressure on the other guy. That's how I like to play. My strength is not my gun skills. My strength is my movement, my flanking, my tactics, my ability to stay alive. My buddy Diggs 13, he is definitely more lethal with his rifle. He plays a little bit of a slower game because his feeling is basically if I see you, you're dead. That's not me. I have to outsmart you. My gun's not bad, but it's just not, it's not my strength. And I'm always working on it, especially learning right-handed now and whatnot. I don't even know what happens here because I don't know how there's another guy over there. But anyway. So basically, confidence, it can be a big part of your game. You ever have that? It's the same scenario when you're on a good team and you're rolling through conquest, you're rolling through rush. It just starts to go downhill for you. Everything's downhill. Every guy's running right through your bullets. It just works. That's confidence, and it's a huge part of my game, like I said, because I tend to try some crazy things, and if I'm feeling good and the gun's snapping to people, I can really do some great games, and I can really dictate and have a big effect on the outcome. Here in this game, you see, I obviously switched it over to LMG. This is probably my favorite sport class gun, the MG36. I just love this thing. I'm a big fan of the IAR because it's basically an assault rifle with a big clip. And I do like the SAW because of its suppressive abilities, and that 200-round clip is a lot of fun. But it is really tough to run a gun with. It's good for maps like Metro, and even on here to some degree, but you really have to camp with that thing for the most part. And I just don't like doing that. So this gun I find is right in the middle. It handles and it fires a lot like the IAR. And but with that 100-round clip, it's kind of in the middle. It's got plenty of bullets to take 2, 3 guys down. It can suppress. And probably the best thing about the gun, in my opinion, is the reload time. It's probably one of the quickest. I haven't really looked at the stats. It's just a matter of feel. With that drum magazine, you can run a gun with it because you don't have to feel like you have to find a spider hole to reload that belt-fed magazine like you do with a SAW. You have to basically go hold up in a corner for 2 minutes while that thing reloads. Those things drive me nuts. So this thing's quick enough. I can run around. It's probably on par with the FAMAS, honestly. And it's just a different play style. It's a lot of fun. Support class, you can get a lot of points. See, some guy just putting a claymore in a little room. It drives me nuts. You know, TDM. Come on, let's gun on gun. Give me a gun on gun. If anybody knows of a good PC gun on gun server that outlaws all this crazy stuff, please let me know. I would love to try it. Here's an example. I use the Claymore here, but look at me. I got 3% health. I'm about to die. I use the Claymore purely as defensive, just to kind of eliminate a door. This way I can go heal up. Luckily, I actually had a teammate on point there, and he gets a med pack on me, which I didn't realize that in real time, but pretty nice to see. But anyway, back to confidence. In this match, you see I did have the confidence. I'm pushing, I'm running. I'm not even actually playing that great with the gun, but that's more because I just, you know, I'm just leveling this gun up, getting used to it. But this is light years away from what I'm doing right now. I was just curious what you guys do when you lack the confidence and you're not playing how you want to play. See, because basically what I'm doing is I'm gonna take a couple days off. I think the boys finally got me to give in and buy Skyrim. I haven't touched Skyrim yet. I was waiting until I got the new PC, and the new PC's here. My buddy Skid Kid had played. He played for tons of hours, and we all gave him a hard time about picking herbs and flowers and all that fun stuff. And then now my buddy Diggs13 finally caved, and he bought it. And now all I hear is these two texting back and forth all day long about it. So obviously I loaded up Steam and I bought it myself. So I played a bunch last night. I'm gonna play some more today. Actually, when I'm done with this video, it's just a little escape, clear my head, get away. I like to take a break from Battlefield games or FPS, whatever my main game is, every now and then, just for the simple reason that hopefully we got this new patch coming. We got some DLC down the pipe. I don't want to be burnt out when that stuff gets here, so I like to throttle back a little, keep things fresh, and just I don't want to burn out. I'm still loving this game, still having a lot of fun. I'm really looking forward to the changes because I think it'll be even more fun. So I want to make sure my head's in it, my head's right. I don't want to be all burnt out by the time it gets here because I've got a lot of hours across all the platforms. So I'm just going to take a break, clear my head, hopefully come back in a couple days and, forget that I was playing bad and see what happens. I'm still going to be posting videos. I got gameplay stored up, and I'm really enjoying the gameplay, this commentary YouTube thing, so definitely going to still be doing that. Just got a couple topics I want to talk about actually lined up, so you can definitely expect some more coming. There was one little topic I did want to touch on. I went and saw Act of Valor, the movie, over the weekend. If you enjoy any campaign modes of Black Ops, Modern Warfare, Find Makarov, even, the Battlefield, big company campaign more so than the Battlefield 3. This movie was written exactly like an FPS campaign. Right down to the first person, like down sight, just like this with a holographic sight. It's literally like, it's almost like these guys got it from Find Makarov, the Modern Warfare 2 campaign. It's funny. But it was, it was a cool movie. Cheesy acting, cheesy script. But it was like a giant Navy SEALs brochure. But, I enjoyed it. It was actually pretty cool. It was funny to watch them yell frag out and things like that. I was kind of laughing at myself. But, it was cool. The storyline was pretty good. Towards the end, it was a little heavy at times. It actually turned out to be a pretty sad movie. It wasn't just, run and gun like a Rambo type kind of thing. I hesitate to say I'd recommend it. I don't know. If you're looking for something to go see like I was just looking to get out of the house by myself. And I decided, what the hell, because I knew my wife would never want to go see it. I didn't regret it. It was a good movie. Some of the stuff was pretty cool. Just kind of seeing their tactics and things like that. I mean, I'm not sure how realistic it was and how cheesed up it was, but it was a good. I didn't feel like a waste of my time. I'd definitely go check it out, especially just as because, like I said, it's literally a live action first-person shooter campaigns. But it was pretty funny. I just wanted to mention that and see if anybody else felt the same way. That will probably just about wrap this clip up, guys. I kind of hold this fort here a little bit. We've got a lead. This little ledge here where I'm at, there was a guy camping here like the whole game. That's why you see me throwing grenades and stuff before I go through the tunnel. Fortunately, I had to edit that out just for time. I didn't want this to be too long. But I appreciate you listening. I'd like to hear your thoughts, like what you guys do, how much you think of confidence affects your game. And, of course, if you saw the movie, your review of that, because I thought it was pretty funny. Anyway, I appreciate you listening. Appreciate you watching. And stay tuned. I'll be uploading more this week. Thanks a lot, guys.